Why do you do this?
This is my passion. This is what I love to do. So,
McLennan County Elections Chief Kathy Van Wolf will call it quits at the end of next month after one of her hardest years on the job ever.
because we didn't really have any break in between. It was constant going into the next election. COVID was a whole new set of rules as to how to deal with voting in person. It increased our ballot by mail that we normally see.
And yet somehow she and her staff managed to keep smiling and helping.
These guys are friendly. I can tell that they're working their hardest right now to really just get everything and get it done. You know, they've got piles and stacks, and I can tell that they're working very, very hard to get it done and to have a good attitude about it too.
Not always an easy thing to do when everybody second guesses every move you make. First, COVID got them off track. Then came orders from a judge's bench, changing ballots across the state, just about to hit the post office. McLennan election workers took it in stride.
With us trying to be 2 steps ahead by getting our ballots ready, we were a little bit behind because we had to redo everything, and it took us about a week to play catch up because of the late change.
Then it's check and recheck and check again. No one here can afford a mistake.
And it's all a checks and balance, and we try to have as much checks and balances in place as possible because we want to make sure that everything's checked and rechecked and retested and done. We have to be very, very detail oriented. So trying to get all those ducks in a row and make sure that we have all of our I's dotted and our T's crossed to make sure that we can have a good, fair, clean election with everything done usually takes lots of time. We don't have a whole lot of time because all these deadlines are come. They're all mandated by law, and we have to meet them regardless of what happens.
And with changes forced on them by a judge, election workers then have to explain that to a public that often doesn't want to hear it.
With each change, the voter themselves is concerned. I want to make sure it counts. I want to make sure it's right. How can you reassure me of that?
The concern is real, as voters will tell you.
I would rather pay the money and be able to have a ballot that's accurate. I understand I'm going to pay taxes anyways, so I want an accurate ballot and I want a fair ballot, and that's important to me.
And it's important to election workers who see themselves as the vehicle that makes democracy possible.
I've never wanted to run for office, and I've never wanted to be on the parade float waving at the crowd and kissing the babies and hugging the children. But I feel like we're the people underneath the float pushing it down the parade route.
Why? Because democracy doesn't happen in a vacuum. Everyone here works their hardest to make sure we have a voice in our future.
And you have to believe in the system, and you have to be here for the right reasons to be able to do a good job.
Dennis Turner, 25 News.